So guys, today we're going to be talking about the latest transfer going on with Trent, about obviously the Real Madrid links, and most likely, as you can see by Fabrizio, obviously got to give a shout out to the person who's given the information out. So obviously, it's like what it says here, just highlight it, just read it out. Real Madrid salary proposal to Trent Alexander-Arnold is understood to be within the club policy. It won't be kind of a superstar salary as a clear part of Real Madrid's strategy. Obviously, this broke out, I think on the 24th or whatever it is, but on the 23rd, I can't remember. But we all knew this was going to be happening, as it was massive in terms of a Scouser coming through the academy, born and bred in Liverpool, born as a Liverpool fan, came onto the team, came onto the scene. See the infamous moment from the corner took him quickly thing from the Barcelona game. As a Liverpool fan myself, I can't lie to you, I am really disappointed how Trent has treated this whole entire situation. I think he's been arrogant. I think he's been conniving. I think he's been a rat. And I'll personally be honest with you, I'm not happy one bit with him. Do FSG have a partial in the blame? Yes. Should have the contract situation been this long? No. For me, the most pissed off thing I'm most pissed off about Trent in his interviews, like this one here. And this is, I think, like what it says here, I'll just highlight again, October the 26th, 2024. So this was in this season. So no fullback has ever won the Ballon d'Or, as in basically being presented, in 1956. Alexander-Arnold is 26, said he would choose winning the Ballon d'Or over the World Cup, which you're smoking something, because I'd rather win a World Cup than an individual honor. Yes, don't get me wrong. Is it amazing to win an individual honor that is recognized by footballers, fans, and all this thing? But I've said it again. You know my personal opinion on the Ballon d'Or. I said it again today. I can't remember, like a week ago, when I said that for me the Ballon d'Or is going shit. I don't believe in this Ballon d'Or shit anymore. I said it for me personally. I think Salah's should win it, but they're gonna most likely give it to Rafinha or Mbappe because it's just Real Madrid and Barcelona. PR is just gonna come good for them. But and this is what he basically said. I believe I can. Alexander-Arnold told Sky Sports, I want to be the first fullback to ever do it. It's only a morning after when you retire. Then you're able to look in the mirror and say, I gave it everything I got. Doesn't matter how many trophies you win or how many medals you've got. It matters when you give to the game and if you reach your full potential. What whole lot of horse shit is that? Doesn't mention anything about Champions Leagues. Doesn't mention anything about league titles. Doesn't mention anything about improving, you know what, even improving his ability as a footballer, as a defender, as that he is recognized by. Doesn't do anything like this. This is me, just arrogancy coming through with this boy. Oh, sorry, now a man, sorry, because he's not a boy, he's 26. This is what pisses me off about it. I mentioned in the Man United game, I think he got booed, if I remember right. I think I've never seen Liverpool fan boo any type of footballer, even Mario Balotelli, any type of dog shit player that we've had back in the days. That performance against Man United, against your biggest rivals in terms of yes, the biggest rivalry in England, let alone one of the biggest rivalries in the world. And it was just lazy for the goals, and Van Dijk were looking at him, and he's the vice captain, and he's coming out and saying shit like this. And I'm sick of. And the thing is, guys, I am not angry on the fact that, how do I say it? I said it, I knew he was leaving. I literally said it, I've given up. I was planning to make this video. So I'm just, this is just this here. Look, I'm just gonna highlight this here. This literally is here. All this stuff that he's got here. This is what it's all about. And the problem is he's become too arrogant. Like, I know, and I keep saying it and I keep repeating myself. But the problem is with the modern day footballers like this, and I kind of understand where people say there is no as much passion compared to the old footballers compared to now. And I said something to my brother once, and I regret saying this. I'll move on to the next part. So I said to my brother once, I said, I think Trent's gonna stay at Liverpool. He's gonna retire Liverpool, and I could see him winning. I think I said like 3 league titles and probably a second Champions League. Which he's winning his second, winning his second league title. And I said he was gonna become captain. He became vice captain, and it's just. I remember saying that, and I believed it because I'm like, there is still like honor. Not honor. Sorry, like how do I word it right? Like there is still there's still loyalty in football. We've seen it with the likes of Maldini. We've seen it with the likes of Gerrard. We've seen it with the likes of Totti. We've seen it with the likes of even John Terry. There's so many players I can name. Carlos Puyol is another one. Even Matt Letizia played for Southampton. I know people who know who Matt Letizia is. Go do some research on him. These are players that are loyal to the club, and this has got nothing again on how do I word it. Like it's the way he's talked to the fans, and the way he's done this bullshit behind the scenes where he's like, I talk about my contract behind the scenes. I don't want to play out in public and stuff like that. But out of the 3 players, obviously Salah and Van Dijk, which I'll probably make another separate video about, is I've heard more of Trent's situation than more than Van Dijk's and Salah's alone compared to them two. And this is the thing, guys. As you can see, this is Steve McManaman in the middle. Obviously, Xabi Alonso and Michael Owen on the right. Obviously, this has been going on for so long. This has been going on for the early 2000s and 90s, basically. McManaman, I'll even talk about him just to give a context behind this, and just to back up another Scouser and all this other stuff, and obviously Steven Gerrard and stuff. So this is the article, obviously, I found of Steve McManaman, where he basically said, winning a Champions League at Real Madrid apparently is success. It basically felt him feel like a fraud, like here what it says here. And he basically says, obviously, that obviously he just won the Champions League. I think if I remember rightly, I think he won it twice. I can't remember. But obviously, because I think I was probably born, I probably wasn't born at the time. So this is before my time. And I think there was I can't remember, obviously, I can't remember finding it, but you know what, I remember it. So there's that kind of article I went around, and he basically, I think when he went into the changing room, and he said that when he won the Champions League, and this is the same topic, but as in like it's a different wording how he said it. So he basically said that when he sat down in the changing room, he said it didn't feel right. Like he said it doesn't feel the same. I don't know what it was, and he said obviously he was happy in the moment winning a Champions League, which any player would every young lad or any upcoming young player would want to win a European trophy, especially the biggest in terms of European competition. So it's massive moment. But he said that he didn't feel right, and he said that he had this like strong. He's like, I feel something inside, but he feels empty. He doesn't feel right, and this is the thing, guys. It's I'm not trying to say Liverpool is a bigger club than Real Madrid. I know. Listen, the Real Madrid is the biggest club. I don't particularly like that club, if I'm being honest with you. But you've got to not be delusional. You can't be this way and be like, oh yeah, this club's this and that. No, personally, Real Madrid does have the flicking aura, if you want to call it, where footballers is just like straight away, if you see it, you're basically done at that point. So like obviously there's parts where I think there was even a pass where he basically got booed when he came back, or not came back, sorry, when he was at Liverpool. I think might be punditry or anything else to do with him being working for obviously a broadcasting team. He wasn't like well received. He wasn't getting great reception, and he basically said that it was the most disgusting feeling he ever felt, because it's like I was a Scouser, I was a Liverpool fan, I was a Liverpool lad, And the fact of the matter is, you see what happened with him, and it didn't work well with him. Especially, it didn't work out well with him. And this is the same thing what happened with Michael Owen. Michael Owen said that basically, if I remember rightly, he basically said the exact same thing. He felt like he gave everything to Liverpool, and he basically said that when he was getting booed at the same time, I can't remember rightly. I think I don't want to misinterpret it, but I think he said that it wasn't a good feeling too. So there's like obviously the you can already see like the body language of the fans, and you can feel it. And this goes back to the point with Trent, the Man United game where he was getting booed. And even I think I can't remember which game. I think it was the Brentford game when he went off, and he basically started having a strop, and obviously there was at the time, obviously again with Real Madrid and stuff, and it was just again it's just stroppy, and he's lazy defending in the Fulham game, in the Man United game. There was even the which other game, there was like another game, there was one more game, but I can't remember. But there's been points where he's been really lazy at defender. And actually, you know what? I'm gonna click this here too. This is the celebration that he did against West Ham when he scored against West Ham. I think we beat him 5-0, if I remember rightly. And he scored. He had a good game, to be fair. I'm not gonna. He did have a good game in that in against West Ham. He had a fantastic game. But context-wise, if you don't know, basically he did this celebration just to basically be like, "Shut up! I'm basically it's all media talk, blah blah blah. You lot can shut up. You basically got no reasoning to talk like this to me, blah blah blah. Shit, like basically throwing shit into the Liverpool fans' faces. Basically, let's just say how it is. And it's just again, it's his legacy. Is it gonna be tarnished? Personally, it depends on you. Personally, I think it does. That's my personal opinion. Listen, I'm not going to scream and shout. I'm keeping it 100%. This is my honest feeling. I know rival fans are going to take piss, but they can't, because the day football is about tribalism. It's all about rivalry and all this other stuff. Chelsea, Man United, Man City fans can take piss out of us. They can even say this and that. But it's end of the day, it is what it is. We would do the exact same thing if this was any other matter of a young lad coming through the academy, especially born and bred into that city and all this other stuff. So like, we would do the exact same thing. And I go back to it again. I think this was in December, and there was already signs that he was doing this stuff already. And that's why I said, going back to the Ballon d'Or thing. Actually, you know what? I'll even if I can edit in, I'll put this tweet up. Apparently, he was talking to these lot, Real Madrid, behind our backs for 2 years. And again, it's a rat behavior bullshit that he's been doing again. And and I think he's done it on purpose, with letting his contract play down, because obviously, if you guys don't know, Liverpool offered him 320k in wages, and I actually, you know what, I've got it here right here. This is his wages that they were offering him, and apparently he was going to be the most expensive Englishman in terms of in the Premier League ever, I think. So like this is nothing new with him, basically. And I think we offered him, I think, 320k, and it was reliable sources that were coming out saying that we were basically trying everything to get him on a contract, but he kept playing it down. And from what I know of, apparently he's going to Real Madrid with a 220k contract, which is obviously less, which is 100 less from the one that Liverpool were giving him. Again, if this is even more worse in a way, if he's even rejecting the contract, it's just showing his loyalty towards Liverpool again. And people are obviously saying this bullshit with what's it called? He's given everything. He's won everything. He's won a Premier League. He's won a Champions League. He's won a FA Cup. He's won a League Cup. He's won a Club World Cup. He's won a Super Cup. He's won everything. So why does he have to stay at Liverpool? I'm gonna tell you something, guys. I think he actually, I'm not saying he wanted it. If Liverpool was shit this season and Liverpool say were 5th or 4th, it would have gave the same excuse that McManaman used, if I remember rightly, and same as Fernando Torres, and even what's it called? There's someone else. Michael Owen, when they basically said that I don't see me winning any major honors, I don't see us winning any trophies. So basically, I'm gonna leave to another club, for a bigger club that has bigger ambitions and all this other stuff to go win more trophies there. Guys, we're winning a trophy this season. We're literally gonna win a Premier League. Like this is nothing new. We're literally gonna win a league this season. And why we're not acting like Liverpool have been in entire races? We're going for trophies. We've literally been in Champions League 3 times with Trent. We've been in. We've won trophies recently too. We literally won a League Cup and the FA Cup and a League Cup. We won a Champions League. We won a Premier League, and I just mentioned them again and repeatedly again. Are the teams, and if it wasn't for the brilliance of Manchester City and Pep Guardiola, the best manager probably of all time by so many people, Liverpool would have 3 Premier Leagues. It would have been a different story. But then they would have done another spin. This is what I'm hearing, because guys, the word ambition. FSG will be FSG, like it or not. I said they still do have partial blame when it comes to like, how do I where they basically should not let this contract come down to 2. They should have got this contract probably done around probably in the 23 season or the 22 season, which was a quadruple season. Should have put it down, because I know people say, oh, what about in the 21 season? But that season, it wasn't a great season for him. At the 22 season, towards the end and start of the season, people didn't expect us to be that great. Obviously going for all trophies, but we were, and Trent was good in that season. So the problem is, again, is that Liverpool, FSG do have a kind of what's it, how do you say, like a massive kind, a kind of a blame in the situation, what's going on with this contract. Right here again, look, I'll just highlight it. So apparently he's gonna earn around 200k at Real Madrid. That's pretty much it. And obviously his current wages, which is 180k at Liverpool. And I'm sorry, Trent is getting 320k. I'm sorry, for me, I wouldn't give that much for a fullback. He's not Salah, he's not Van Dijk. Even Van Dijk and Salah are not even getting that much. So what is that telling you? So again, it's just really, 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 really bad in terms of how bad this situation's gone on with him. I think his brother, I think his agent, if I remember rightly, which is not a good thing, if I'm being honest with you. Personal family emotion coming into it, it is not a good thing personally. And I think there was someone else, I think it was, who was it? I think it was, there was another footballer, I can't remember, I think it was Nicholas Alenka, sorry. He had his brother as his agent, and he said that was the worst thing he ever could do, because family emotion sometimes gets the best of the, because it's his brother, it's his, you know what I'm trying to say, like, so there is massive issues with that already as it is. And obviously I think he's going to get 70 signing on fees. I think he's going to get 70 million, if I remember right, like 40 to 70 million. So again, you see what I'm trying to say, and it's just, again, it's just bullshit. But again, it just, again, this has been going on for like 2 seasons now, and this is nothing new. And I said it to you guys, that's why I'm not shouting or screaming. And I just wanted to show you this now. This is what Trent said. Alexander-Arnold backlash, brilliant, obviously. Shout out to BBC. So obviously, again, amongst our speculation, Liverpool fans are trying to process the prospect of Alexander possibly joining Real Madrid. The Liverpoolian has entered the final 3 months of his contract and negotiate with the potential suitors before he becomes a free agent this summer. This is going back to, obviously, with the situation. But look at this now. What does this say? I'm gonna click it just to get a bigger picture. Look at this. Look what it says. I'll just point out this here. I'm just a normal lad from Liverpool whose dream has just come true. So basically, this was the context, just to give. This was when we won our Champions League in the 2019 season. And obviously, I remember the interview and I watched it. I smiled. I honestly liked it. I did smile because it's every Liverpool fan's dream. Any fan, Real Madrid, even in Real Madrid, Man City, Chelsea, any club that you support as a young lad, or just being in a situation to win a trophy. for a massive club, and him being a Scouser, him being coming through the academy and his boyhood club is probably the best feeling you can possibly get as a player career going. And he did it. He literally did it. And again, his legacy, is it going to be in Tars? Personally, I said it for me. I'm going to talk to all Liverpool fans because I'm going to act arrogant. Liverpool fans can have a different opinion. But personally, it's just my honest opinion. And again, he's doing all this behind our backs for 2 years. And he has been around how he's handled it. And this ear thing, what he was doing with his ear. And by the way, his best friend, Jude Bellingham, did it by the before 2 months before when he signed for Dortmund. So already, and by the way, don't even get me started on the Bellingham shit because I'm sick of the Bellingham shit. This Bellingham pull and this stupid cringe shit that them two have been doing. But it is what it is. I'm guessing because his friend, for some reason, has more say on his career compared to what his actual dream was to being a captain and mentioning all these things and all these other things. But now it's all gone out the window now. And look when this was, guys, August 8th, 2019. So again, I'm not making this up. So again, so basically context to this again. This was when Manchester City did the fantastic treble, which was fantastic achievement from Man City side. Obviously, I'll actually click it just larger the picture. So this is basically what he said in the 23 season, if I remember, Man City's treble season. And this, I'll just read it out, just obviously. So basically, this is what he said. Looking back on this era, although they won more titles, basically, aka Manchester City, than us, and have probably been more successful, probably been more successful, our trophies will mean more to us and our fan base because of the situation at both clubs financially. That's what he said in 2023. He came out and said this. It means more, it means more, it means more. Everyone's been memeing this by the it means more, it means more. Do you know what? Everyone's taking piss out of this. Man City fans could take piss out of this as much as they want. And let's be honest, it was coming kind of salty in a way. It was. But as a Liverpool fan, I kind of understand what he meant. It means more for him. As in him. Steven Gerrard even said the exact same thing. Winning 5 trophies in Liverpool does mean more and they mean as in them. Say if I won a trophy with Barcelona, and if I won a trophy with Liverpool, which one means more to me? It's the Liverpool one. So obviously, context really does matter. And this is the problem again. It's embarrassing to come out with this. And by the way, it was embarrassing because Man City did a treble, which is a wicked thing to do. But that doesn't make them a better club than Liverpool. It's just a good achievement, for example. And then you say all the shit. You say this means more. And then you're saying that, again, going back to this, I'm just a normal lad from Liverpool whose dream has come true. I'm going to tell you right now, guys, I'm not a Scouser. I'm not a Scouser. I'm not born in Liverpool. But he has got every young lad's dream as a Liverpool fan, such as me. My favourite player of all time is Steven Gerrard. My favourite player of all time. Steven Gerrard was a player I used to genuinely used to look up to in terms of being a footballer. Like, I used to love that guy so much. But Steven Gerrard was a different breed. You don't see type of players like that. I'm just going to tell you guys, just do a simple Google search. Write Steven Gerrard, clutch moments. I know you're going to mention the slip. Gerrard slipped and shit. I know, listen, not banner and shit. Which, listen, I'll be honest. Gerrard slipped. It's true. Yeah, he did slip. But Gerrard has saved us more in that moment than whatever this guy could do and whatever any other footballer has done in this club, because Gerrard is 10 times the better player and 10 times more of the man of this guy right now. This Trent, who's been really good from us and talking like all this song, guy's own song, the Scouts are in our team, all this shit. But he does this. Steven Gerrard is the embodiment of Liverpool, being a Scouser, and growing up as a Liverpool fan and captaining Liverpool to trophies, which Trent is not going to have. And by the way, I'm going to say it right now, I'm going to clarify something. If Trent's stint doesn't go well at Real Madrid, I don't want him back at the club. I'll be honest with you, I'm going to talk about something else later, but we'll get into that. And again, just you guys can pause and just read that. I don't got much to say. So this is the last part of this. The bus parade. I don't want him at the bus parade. I don't want him to celebrate the bus parade. I don't want him to be at the bus parade. I want him to actually kick him off the bus parade. I don't want him there. He's backstabbed the fans. He's a rat how he's handled this situation. Giving the fans the ear. Talking about Ballon d'Ors. Twerking for Real Madrid. Yes, he was twerking for Real Madrid, by the way. And then coming out with cringy ass quotes now. And basically don't mean shit. It's the truth. It is actually the truth. And what is legacy? What is his legacy now? What is Trent's legacy at Liverpool? What is it? The corner took him quickly. Obviously, one of the biggest moments in Champions League history, that probably is. And what does it mean for him? A genuine. And there's a Jurgen Klopp tweet. Let me find it. Here it is. Found it. You can read it, guys. Pause it again if you want to read it, but I'll read it out. Stay here at Liverpool. And by the context, Philip Coutinho is talking about. Stay here at Liverpool, and they will end up building a statue in your honor. Go somewhere else, to Barcelona, to Bayern Munich, to Real Madrid, and you will be just another player. Here, you can be something more. I'm going to tell you right now, guys, how Liverpool fans treat their players. We're not Manchester United, who boo every type of player. Because, listen, I'm going to send shots to Man United and all these other fans. But one thing I can say about Liverpool fans, we do highly regard our players. We sing songs, give them statues, give loving memories towards these players. And if you're every player that comes to this club, obviously you get some that will talk shit. But majority, they talk good about this club. Because and by the way, Liverpool are not a small club. We're the biggest club in England. And I'll keep saying it because I'm happy and honoured to say something like that. And I'm happy that Jurgen said this. Jurgen, the man who gave Trent, who burst him on the scene, who gave him a career at this club. Liverpool Football Club gave him a career. Build him as a young kid to a man. And now all of a sudden, Trent has done what he's done. Stabbed the club in the back, stabbed the fans in the back, and stabbed every single thing that was at Liverpool. And talking about his hero, Steven Gerrard. You're not that. You are not that. You are not that. It's that simple as that. You're a rat. It's that simple. I want to say worse things, but I'm going to keep it on a low and I keep it level on head. I'm keeping myself level headed. But there's not much to, I'm pissed off how he's handled it. Salah and Van Dijk have come out. This guy's giving he's giving like a CIA messaging now, like I don't want to do this, I don't want to talk in this, like just giving these bullshit statements out. Look at Milner. And by the way, I don't want him to ever play this season again. I don't want him to have the captaincy. I want it stripped away from him. I want this guy to understand. Because Liverpool is bigger than Trent, bigger than Van Dijk, bigger than Salah. The club's been here before them, and it's going to be here after them. I support Liverpool. That badge is the reason why we support every club, no matter what. I'm not Play FC, I'm not that FC. It's because I love this club. I genuinely love this club, and I want this club to be the best. And I wanted Trent to be captain, to be like a reincarnation. Obviously not good as Gerrard, but just similarities in terms of him just being a Scouser, a Liverpool fan, a Liverpoolian himself, and just to lift a Premier League title. But no, he's ruined it. He's actually ruined it. That's the thing. And like what Klopp said, look, just read it again. It's true. And by the way, Coutinho, guess what he said? He said, I regret leaving Liverpool. There's something that I'm saying of the grass is green. I can't remember. I'm not going to butcher it, and I don't force it. But it's a quote of that grass is green type of stuff. And that quote is more true than ever right now. Go find out Emre Can. Go find out about Coutinho. Go find out about the only one personally I think is Suarez. That's only it. Suarez. And I'll give it, listen, I'll give a massive shout out to Eden Hazard. Look at Eden Hazard, how he left. He told the Chelsea fans basically that he was going to leave. And Eden Hazard gave Chelsea 80 million in money. Good money. I see he didn't succeed at Real Madrid, but he's a Chelsea legend. Chelsea fans love him. And that's what you call a proper man, a proper player, a proper guy who loves that club, Chelsea. Left on a way. Same with obviously Atletico fans don't like what I'm going to say. But look at Atletico. Griezmann gave them 95 million to go to Barca. Obviously, I'm not an Atletico fan, but you know what I'm trying to say. I don't want to be arrogant. But it's the way he's handled it. He's done this on purpose, and he wanted the excuse. He wanted us to be shit. He wanted us to be bad. So he can be like, oh, you know what? I don't see any ambition. The ambition. By the way, Liverpool fans, you stop doing this shit. Saying that, oh, FSG, this and that. I don't see us get signing this. What happens if we sign players then? What happens if we sign Kirkes, Alexander, Isak, and all these other players? What are you going to say then? What are you going to say? Because these Trent fan boys are making me laugh. I'm not top red, guys. You know my opinions about FSG. And I'm just going to leave it there. I'm just going to leave it there. This is it. This literally, it's kind of sad in a way. Because what is there to say? Jenny, like, what else is there to say? Tarnish legacy. Look at that. Our word there. Legacy. By the way, they're going to take this down, by the way. Liverpool fans are going to probably take this down. And I don't blame them. Flicking joke, man. Joke. I'm going to end it there, guys, anyway. The Premier League will be coming back obviously next week. I can't wait for that. Pretty much that's it. I'm just gonna wrap it up from there. I'm not happy, guys, I'll be honest with you. But I knew this was happening. I said it. That's why I wasn't screaming and shouting. I wasn't going, oh my god, they like to zoom in. So when I was screaming about that. Yeah. Trent can F off. And that's pretty much it. Remember to guys to subscribe to the channel. It'll help obviously just to grow the channel out. Like the videos. Share the video if you want. People could take piss on me. I don't really care. It's my personal opinion. And people can go basically themselves off basically. And obviously again, hit the bell notification to stay notified for any upcoming videos. I will be either straight away actually probably going to make a football gaming video, whatever the hell it is, when that comes out. But yeah, guys, remember, stay active, stay hungry, and God bless.